Hemos estado aquí muchísimas veces a lo largo de la historia de Cinescape, pero es la primera vez que tú vienes conmigo al interior del emblemático Teatro Chino, que acaba de ser renovado totalmente. Esta es una nota exclusiva que solo ves en Cinescape. ¡Vamos!
El famoso Teatro Chino, ubicado en Hollywood Boulevard, abrió sus puertas en 1927. Fue construido por el actor Sig Roman. Este emblemático edificio, que recuerda una enorme pagoda china, ha sido escenario de innumerables estrenos. El primero de ellos fue la película de Cecil B. DeMille, The King of Kings, el 18 de mayo de 1927.
Hemos llegado hasta lo más alto del cinema, nos han dado el acceso total y estamos viendo parte del techo totalmente tallado en madera y con motivos chinos, que está en este lugar para, bueno, se puso obviamente como parte del concepto del teatro chino. Desde 1927, no ha sido tocado, está absolutamente original y te da toda la onda. Obviamente abajo está el público con la gran pantalla y este techo imponente, pero lo estamos viendo súper cerca y el nivel de detalle es increíble. Otra de las características del teatro chino es que en la puerta tienen las huellas en el cemento de las estrellas más famosas de cine. Y esto nació de casualidad cuando la actriz de cine mudo, Norma Talmadge, llegaba al cine y estaba el cemento fresco y no se dio cuenta y lo pisó y dejó ahí su huella. Sid Grauman, el dueño del cine, dijo, oye, qué buena idea, podemos hacer eso para marketear a los actores y así que vengan más turistas y hacer el cine más famoso. Y ahí se inició una tradición que dura hasta la época y es un honor que muchos de los actores queden inmortalizados dejando las huellas de sus manos y sus pies. Acá hay una galería con muchos vestidos porque hay un festival de cinema italiano, vestidos originales del cine italiano y además fotos de la conmemoración cuando las estrellas dejan sus huellas.
Desde ese simpático accidente hasta estos días, son casi 200 las celebridades que han inmortalizado sus huellas en el cemento de los exteriores del teatro. Con el paso del tiempo, el teatro chino ha pasado por varias restauraciones, pero ninguna de ellas ha afectado su aspecto interior ni exterior en lo que a decoración se refiere.
It's a 1927 movie theater, I think one of the most iconic theaters in the world, and now it's updated to the 21st century.
That's correct. We're now the biggest IMAX theater in the world. The TCL Chinese Theater IMAX has 932 seats. We have the third largest screen in North America as well. And so, yeah, the seats we have inside here are new. They're plusher, there's more leg room, and it's a lot more comfortable experience as well watching a movie inside here. The floor, we've actually excavated down into our old basement area. So the floor was never historically significant. So we went down and excavated into that basement level with the renovation. The screen itself is actually the third largest screen in North America. So it's approximately about 94 feet wide by about 47 feet tall. The sound we have in here, if it's a movie that's being presented at IMAX, we have the amazing IMAX proprietary sound system, 12,000 watts of amplification, just absolutely incredible sound.
How long takes the renovation?
The renovation began at the beginning of May of last year and was completed around September of last year, so about 3.5 months.
As I told you, my first movie was in 2001, Artificial Intelligence, and recently X-Men First Class. And even that was an amazing theater, amazing sound, amazing quality. The technology is always good in the theater.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The TCL Chinese Theater has always been really big on being the latest and the greatest in terms of technology. We've always been at the forefront, whether it be the first to show a movie in 70mm back in the 1930s, the first to have digital projection back in the late 1990s. Over the years, we've continued to move forward, and it's always been about giving the audiences the best presentation you can possibly get and the best experience. Because here, you don't just see a movie, you experience a movie.
More than 500,000 good souls lining the curb of Hollywood Boulevard.
And also, this is a original location for a lot of famous movies. I don't know, recently we see it in Saving Mr. Banks, The Aviator, Charlie's Angels. I don't know how many movies shot here.
Yeah, there have literally been over 100 movies that have filmed inside and in front of the Chinese theater. From little quick tidbits of very quick sequence in The Godfather, Saving Mr. Banks, The Majestic with Jim Carrey, Hollywood Homicide. I mean, the list goes on and on, all the great movies that have filmed in front of and inside the theater over the years. So right now we are in the IMAX projection booth. We have 2 IMAX digital projectors inside here that run in sync, whether it's 2D or 3D IMAX. You have these, both projectors are producing a very gigantic, beautiful image up there on our screens.
Give me an explanation for dummies. What is the main difference between a regular cinema and IMAX?
So with IMAX, you have a much greater picture resolution, and also your picture is much larger as well too. So with the screen size being much bigger than a traditional movie theater, you need to have a very powerful projection system for it.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
What happened when you work with movies like The Wizard of Oz, a movie from 1939? How they made it in IMAX?
Well, you know, they have some great people that work over there, and they did an amazing renovation on the actual movie itself, and so they were able to actually convert it into IMAX. And so when it played inside here back in September of last year, it looked absolutely amazing up there on the screen.
Because of the wonderful things he does. Tigers and bears.
Oh, wow.
Además también este cine te ofrece distintas exhibiciones que van cambiando obviamente de acuerdo a la temporada. Y ahora como estamos en los Oscars han traído algunos vestidos utilizados por actrices famosas. What can you tell us about this dress?
Well, this is actually one of the dresses worn by Deborah Kerr for the film An Affair to Remember. It was designed by costume designer Charles Lemaire.
How many dresses you got in this room?
We actually have 10 different costumes on exhibit here. It's the Hollywood Icons costume collection. So we have everything from Titanic with Barbara Stanwyck. We even have a costume worn by Julie Andrews and one by Faye Dunaway as well.
Recuerda que si visitas la ciudad de Los Ángeles, tienes que venir a ver una película en el Teatro Chino. Es una experiencia increíble. Ya has visto la calidad, ya has visto la historia, ya has visto todo lo que te ofrece este ícono aquí en Hollywood. Así que ya lo sabes, ¿ah? Teatro Chino en Hollywood tiene las puertas abiertas para ti en tu visita a Los Ángeles. Volvemos al estudio. Chao.